Akudo. Akudo, is that how you say your name? Akudo. How does that sound more Asian than Andy? Come on, like, this is supposed to be your name, bro. God damn it. On deck, we have Eric. But coming on stage right now, make it loud for Iwan. Oh!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, a couple weeks ago, or no, it was last week, North Korea sent over 200 balloons to South Korea. Yeah, they're full with excrement and garbage and stuff. It's not exactly accurate, though, because they weren't packed with shitty trash or anything. No, they're filled with Dane Cook's jokes. And I noticed, like, white women, they think they're like some kind of minority or something. They're like, oh, I'm a victim of the patriarchy. I'm like, the patriarchy? You mean your dad, your uncles, and your grandfather? Enough with this stolen valor, right, ladies? Yeah. The other day I was sitting here doing comedy, and this dude's sitting right there, right? He's giving me the Jada Pinkett face. You know what the Jada Pinkett face is, right? When they're like, eh. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Don't give me no Jada Pinkett face. Here, knock that shit off before I give you the Will Smith hand. Yeah. I know one thing is being in the Army is that white people are the gayest of all people, And when I was in the Army, they're always trying to look at my dick and shit. They're always like denying, They're like, oh, I'm not gay. Hey, let me look at your dick. Yeah, jacking off sucks, right? It's like not even very satisfying, But for a man, like having sex with a woman is like totally satisfying, right? Yeah, it's like hunting a deer and then cooking it and then fucking it. Yeah, I've had sex with whatever, 4 of the major races, like white, black, Asian.
The 4 elements?
Yeah. Got them all. But in my opinion, Asian women give the best blowjobs. Yeah. If any ladies like to prove me wrong, you can meet me in the bathroom in the back later. Hey, there's a new disorder going around. It's called the Usher syndrome. And it makes you go blind and deaf. It's pretty serious, right? I always thought when you got Usher syndrome, it just made you go, yeah. Yeah, I was eating pizza by whatever the other day. It's kind of depressing eating pizza by yourself, right? Yeah, it's like eating cake or getting drunk by yourself. Basically, my last birthday. Hitler was a vegetarian. Yeah. I knew vegetarians were evil. They're all like, I haven't eaten meat in 2 years. Let's persecute someone. Yeah, one of my friends, Jenna the Jewish princess, we call her. She's a staunch supporter of Israel, Netanyahu, all that stuff, But, and I get the point that Jenna makes when she talks about all that stuff, But when I hear what the Palestinians are saying, I get torn, right? Like, which side should I be on? Should I take the side of the Palestinians? Or should I choose genocide? The rapper Macklemore came out with a new pro-Palestine song a couple weeks back called Hayden's Hall. Most people who aren't paying attention to the war, they don't know anything about Hayden Rajab, right? I'm Generation X, so I know all about her story, One thing I don't know as Generation X is, who the fuck is Macklemore? Yeah, I was at the UCLA in Camden a couple weeks back. I got there before it got all crazy, right? The day I was there was when the counter-protesters, when they first showed up, right? They're all waving all these Israel flags and stuff. And I want to see what they look like, right? So I stick my head over the barrier. And when I did that, everyone in front of me did the same thing, They're all like, what the fuck? This guy's Asian. They all just melted away from me and shit. And I'm like, Zionist kryptonite. And as a Korean person, Koreans have zero history in the Middle East, right? So all of a sudden I have to choose a side, Palestine or Israel, right? And in this case, I'll choose Palestine, right? Because there's no excuse for genocide, You can't just go around killing women and children like that, even if they're the enemy. Yeah. But aside from that, though, I've never heard a Palestinian say a racist Asian joke. Never. On the other hand, I've been doing this for a while, And I noticed, whenever you hear a comedian say racist Asian joke, 9 times out of 10, that comedian will be Jewish. And I know they're Jewish. They'll tell you, you know. Yeah, they're worse than vegans. And they're like, my mom is Jewish, so you know what that means. Asian people can't drive. We can make fun of Asians all we want. Nothing bad will ever happen to us. Hey, why is that Asian guy holding a Palestinian flag? When I looked over there, the first thing I noticed right away was that the pro-Israel side, they had 0 Asian people, they had 0 African people, they had 0 Hispanic people. It was like a Jewish Trump rally. Yeah, you know, taking the piss when you have a heart on is really difficult, right? Yeah, you know, like, when you're outside, it doesn't matter, you know? When you're aiming at a target as small as a toilet, it's like playing skee ball with your dick. Yeah, my dog, she's real cute, you know? She's so cute when other dogs see her, they go, oh my gosh, the dog is so cute. And then they go, oh my gosh, I can talk. That is the stupidest joke I've ever made, but everyone always laughs to it, so I'm like, what's that? I've never not gotten a laugh from that joke. It's crazy. You know, I was driving around the other day and I got pulled over by a horse cop. That was crazy, you know, I didn't know it behind me, and I just heard this, woo, woo. It wasn't a siren making that noise either, it was a horse. Yeah, one of my buddies is Muslim, you know, and he doesn't eat pork, right? So he's always trying to pork shame me and stuff. So he's like, oh, gross, you eat bacon and sausage. But man, I'm Korean, right? We eat dog, right? Yeah, scientists reported for the first time this past year 2 male humpback whales having sex. Yeah, Hollywood's already going to make a movie about it. Yeah, they're going to call it Humpback Mountain. That's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy came up to me and told me he was going to blow my brains out, I wouldn't be sure whether to run away or pull my pants down. I'll tell you a little story. You know, my parents, they owned a carpet cleaning company in LA, right? So after I got out of the army, right, I worked for them. And we did a lot of work in West Hollywood, right? Because a lot of other carpet cleaning companies didn't want to go to West Hollywood. And so, but we're like, you know, we're immigrants, right? So we're like, money's money, you know? So I'm there in West Hollywood, this dude's house. And the way we clean the carpet is we go to the very end of the house first, and we work our way backwards. So that way we're not stepping on something that we already cleaned. Anyway, so I'm following this guy, right? And I go down this long hallway, and it's like loaded with these little framed pictures, right? And whatever, I get to the room, and he leaves, and I notice there's just nothing but a bed. But on the wall, there's this giant poster of this naked dude, right? And he's like sitting like this, like, right? His dick all hanging out, shit. And on the other wall, there's another poster, like a life-size poster of 2 naked dudes, right? One of them's holding the other guy's dick, right? They're like, right? They got that look on their face. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know, nothing to see here, don't ask, don't tell, right? And I'm cleaning under the bed, and I hit something, right? It starts making noise. I'm like, what the fuck is it? And I saw something which I can only describe as a beeping, blinking, twisting, transformer dildo snake, right? Spinning around and shit. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, blue, blue. I was like, fuck, because I didn't know how to turn it off and shit, right? It's all greasy and shit. I was like, ah! Finally, I turned it off, I threw it in the bed, right? And I was just fucking trying to get out of there, you know? And I was fucking working my way out, and I went out the hallway. And I see the pictures on the wall, and they're of other carpet cleaners with their dicks hanging out. And I was like, oh no! And then I hear this, and I turn around, and it's a guy. And he's got a camera in one hand and a fucking $100 bill in the other. Yeah, I'm not gay or anything, but money's money, so whatever. Yeah, you know the NFL has 1 Asian player, and he's a kicker. Could you not find a more racist position for this guy? What, is he gonna go out barefoot in a karate uniform? Yeah, I was watching this Bigfoot show, and it struck me as how dedicated these Bigfoot hunters were, you know? They're like so devoted to something that might not even be real. Like comedians in their careers. Yeah, I was watching the Oscars, right? This past Oscars season. It was cool, right? Towards the end, I was getting all excited. I was like, hey, look, they're bringing back the Mummy. But then I saw it again, I was like, oh no, that's just Al Pacino. Yeah, I was in the army, like I said. It was pretty cool, you know. It was weird being the only Asian person, though. Yeah, every day people are just looking at me like, are we supposed to shoot this guy? All right, I'll with this last joke. You know, comedians will always tell you two things, right? They'll always tell you when they just got booked on a show, and they'll always tell you when they just had sex. It's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I haven't been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so hooah! My name's Iwanu, I'm out here, thank you.
You want to everybody? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling again. Sorry guys, we're running a little bit over. I thought I'm having a good one. Save the world of comedy.